Welcome, my friends. Welcome to the live. How are you? How's everything going? How are your friends and family? Hope you're having an amazing day, sending positive vibes, sending positive energy out there. If you're here, please kindly put a like, as always, and say hello so I know that you're here and present. Ask the questions that you want to ask. Offer some topics for discussions, and let's have some talk about crypto. As always, also the link to my Patreon private group will be left below in the comments section once the live is finished, if you want to join. Other than that, let's just wait for more people to join so we can talk about crypto, talk about XRP, talk about Bitcoin, and talk about what's happening. Can you see me normally, my friends? Like it's not glitching? PB, hello. Hello, my friend, welcome. Who else is here, my friend? Say hello, don't be shy. Good morning, Rob from the UK. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Gary. Altcoin Zone. What's your thoughts on NFTs, say Flare Apes? I don't do NFTs whatsoever, my friend, but I believe, of course, that since NFTs are kind of basically a part of the speculative market, that some NFTs, will definitely appreciate in price in the coming years. The way it works, that whenever some kind of basically speculative tool or financial instrument has been introduced since the dawn of time, it's still here. So let's just reference, for example, silver, gold, coins, checks, debit and credit cards, like cash, right? Wire transfers, international money transfers, like you name it, basically. It's also here. Stocks, bonds, and crypto and NFTs, I believe, are the same thing. But like the majority of them, of course, I believe will not deliver well. But of course, there are projects that will deliver well. Altcoin Zone, you're good looking. Good. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Kurt, good morning, my friend. Oh, Draco Magnus, fourth time. No way. Hello, brother. Fourth time in a row. Breaking the record here. Yeah, I can't believe you made it for the fourth time, bro. Welcome, my friend. Ingborg, hello once again, my friend. You're here every single time. It's nice to see you here all the time. It's really nice to see regular people. It's like this is how we become closer and get to know each other better. Mark, good morning from the Netherlands. Good morning from Dubai, my friend. Dad plays FIFA. Oh, hello, my friend. Love your name, as I said the last time, Good morning. Astrid, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Sajid Pillai, hello, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So yeah, my friends, as always, it's taking a long time for the crypto market to evolve. It's probably going to take a lot more time for some kind of major move to happen. Unfortunately, in crypto, just like the stock market and pretty much all other speculative markets, well, maybe with the exception of penny stocks, it takes a lot of time for markets to evolve and some kind of big move to come in, be it bullish or bearish. Nothing grand is happening. XRP is stuck at 50 cents. Bitcoin is stuck at roughly $28,000. Can they both go higher before retracing? Yeah, absolutely. But I currently believe that there needs to be some kind of retracement that is bigger than the current retracement. And either way, these little moves don't matter to me. Nobody in the history of crypto has made life-changing money playing these tiny moves throughout the years. Maybe like a select few individuals, literally like a tiny percentage of people. And the majority of, overwhelming majority of people who've made money in crypto has made money investing. And investing early, investing in the bear market, holding through all the chop, corrections, pumps and dumps, and then walking away with a lot of money with some of the coins that deliver, because a lot of coins will never deliver. And we have to be aware of that. So I'm just currently chilling, waiting for the market to play out, waiting to see if it does crash eventually and give us new lows, no matter how long it takes, and only add upon new lows, with the exception of very few altcoins that I believe can be bought now, that are highly volatile, and I believe will deliver such huge profits in the bullish phase of the cycle that buying them now is okay, as long as you're prepared to hold throughout potential big crashes. As long as you're ready to do that, that's okay. If you're not, then you stay away from that. As for XRP, I do believe that in this cycle it will deliver with the rest of the coins, and it has always pumped together with all the other coins. So yeah, especially if it gets relisted on other exchanges like Coinbase, so that more people and normies basically and newcomers have more easy access to it. But these current pumps, I don't think they're significant. I don't think there's decoupling. I don't think that it's going to do anything on its own that's major or life-changing for the majority of XRP holders. So that phase is going to come together with the rest of the market when the market goes full bull. And I believe that this is one of those coins that's going to pump well, but we don't know how well. That's why we diversify into different projects, because a lot of coins out there are going to pump better than XRP, and XRP is going to pump better than a lot of other coins out there. You see what I mean? Canada, we're just here for the boring blessing wishes. Take care and all the best. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Canada, my friend. I appreciate it. You're always here with a kind word. God bless you, Rob. Pablo Domain. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, my friend. Sergio. Good morning. Jose. Good morning. Altcoin Zone. Will digital ID be big in the next wave? Digital ID. What do you mean by that? If it means what I think you mean. It's hard to tell, but what do you mean exactly? Can you please be more precise with the question, my friend? Thank you. So yeah, very important in these phases, to stay very patient. It gets so boring, we start losing interest, because nothing happens, or we get these corrections and the market retraces, or, people out of boredom start trading, or they start, staking, or they start doing something else what they should not be doing, where all it takes is just tremendous amounts of patience, and all you have to do is just hold your coins after you've bought, after huge major crashes like we have this time around, and then you just hold and you wait a long time for the bullish phase to come in, and then you start selling and setting stop losses and getting out of the market. Very straightforward, simple process, but the fact that it takes so much time, years, every single market cycle, a lot of people do not have the patience, do not have the focus, do not have the emotional capacity to basically see it through, which is why, once again, only 80% of investors make money, and 80% of investors lose money, and only 20% of investors make money. But still, that percentage is much higher than day traders or traders. And I've been a part of that percentage for 2 cycles now, and I'm sure I'll be in the 3rd cycle. I have made life-changing money in crypto, and the way I do it, like I keep reiterating, is so simple. And there's no need to complicate it, but for some reason people out of boredom, I guess, or whatnot, or out of lack of patience, do start complicating it. So they start trading, and then by the time they realize that the coin that they were waiting for to pump like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000%, once they realize that it already has pumped 1,000, 2,000%, they start buying in the long term, because they were so bored with the bear market that they wanted to make more money, have their bags be bigger, without investing more money in dollar cost averaging, right? By simply using trading. But once again, the success rate of trading is around roughly 95%, right? So you have like failure rate is 95%. What's with my brain today? I'm sorry, my friends. So only your likelihood of succeeding is only 5% if you're thinking of trading and enhancing your bags that way, right? Why do you think that statistically you're going to be a part of the 5%? Maybe, perhaps you will be, but again, what are the odds? Look at your past performance at anything in life, really, and ask yourself, have it been the top 5%? So basically, one of the 5 people out of 100 that consistently does something well, while the 95 other people fail, right? Be honest with yourself. I know, for example, that I'm definitely not one of these guys. I'm definitely not a day trader, or even like, a momentum trader who can deliver well consistently. I am a good swing trader, but once again, being a swing trader is quite easy, because all you gotta do is, once again, be patient, and sometimes wait for months or roughly a year, to get great entries and then sell. But once again, swing trading is not what changed my life. What changed my life is investing and playing the whole cycle. So, in the last cycle, when it was ending and I was taking profits and saying that it's time to take profits, set stop losses, and get out, which is exactly what I was doing, a lot of people kept reiterating that we're not going to crash hard and I'm about to miss out on huge moves and blah, 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 right? And what happened is that the market went a little bit higher. All I have to do was not FOMO, ignore the huge green candles, wait for the crash. The crashes came. Utility and use cases and fundamentals and institutions did not save the day, just like they're not going to save the day in this cycle when everything pumps hard and everything crashed hard. Our plan worked out. We got a lot of entries in a lot of different coins that we wanted. They have been hit. Now the portfolio is in profit. A lot of these coins are up. A lot of these entries are up. And you know, in the bullish phase, all of them are probably going to be up, but the whole point is that some of them are going to be up so much it's going to be crazy. Some of them are probably going to go to zero. Some of them are going to do okay, but the fact that there are going to be a lot of these coins are going to do very well, your portfolio altogether is going to do very well. You just have to have realistic expectations. Now, I know that newcomers come into this market and they don't want to hear people like me because we're too realistic. They want to hear Moonboy BS, you know, that every single coin is going to deliver, every single coin is going to do 100, 1000x. That's not the way it works. In reality, let's say if you have 20 coins, if 10 of them deliver, that's good. Be prepared that the other 10 don't deliver. You know, that's the kind of good way of investing. Be realistic about it. Don't think that you're going to nail every single play, right? It's like, for example, you play soccer, you can't nail every single goal, right? It's just never going to happen. You have to be realistic about it, you know. And right now, I see also people, you know, on Twitter, for example, rather large profiles, shilling 500x and 1000x plays, and I asked myself, like, how did they go about it? Because like I take a lot of effort and tremendous amounts of time to buy coins that can pump anywhere from 50 to 100x, and I have a very specific strategy of how we'll be taking profits, right, with stop losses and whatnot, preparing that a coin cannot do 50 or 100x, for example, right? And these people are looking for 500 to 1000x plays. I honestly don't know how they choose them, because I've noticed that sometimes these coins are the same coins I'm looking at and thinking they can do 50 to 100x moves, and they're saying that they're going to do 500 to 1000x plays, and that, I personally believe that's where a lot of people are going to get burnt, because people like me will be selling when the market moves a lot. We'll be taking home amazing profits, and as the market crashes, people will keep waiting for those 500 and 1000x moves that will never come. Also, you have to be aware that if you're buying these tremendously small coins, I keep reiterating this also, right, with tiny market caps, I'm guaranteed to you that more than half of them will go to zero. You will never make money on them. So just be very careful with who you're listening to and what you're being told, because I've been here in the last 2 market cycles, and I've seen, you know, people do that kind of stuff, and then what they do is they just block everybody who lost money when they were shilling this garbage. You know, literally thousands of people. I mean, some of these people in the past have posted things like, I have now blocked, like, I don't know, 6,000 people, and they're proud about it, right? So basically, the person is admitting that they screwed over 6,000 people, right? So it's like, once again, what I'm trying to say is there are a lot of fantastic people out there who really know what they're doing. There are a lot of people who find great gems. There are a lot of great traders. There are a lot of good investors. But there are also a lot of people who just buy these tiny market caps. Then when they talk about it on Twitter to their huge followings, their huge followings start buying the coin starts pumping. It does, let's say, 5, 10, 20, 30x, all the while they're showing you that the coin has done this much, and I don't know, let's say 10x, 20x, they're dumping their bags on you. They're dumping their bags on you, and they're taking profits home. They're literally taking money out of your pocket. So just be aware of this stuff. Of course, there are good, normal gem hunters, normal people, and I follow some of them, but I also follow some of these people to see exactly the kind of trash I need to stay away from, because I know who has done what in the past. I've been here a while. Please be careful to what you're listening to, you know. For example, there have been a lot of examples back in the day where people were shilling some coin, and if you go look at it right now, this coin is now down 99.99%. Like, and there's so many of these coins, right? Just be careful with that. Do you have a minimum target for VG next bull run? Thanks, Kurt Lambert. I do, my friend. I talk about it on my Patreon. If you're interested about my targets, come join. It's literally like $5 a month. Draco Magnus RC, Moonboy BS. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what else to call it, my friend, you know. Bertie, do you have coins on your exchanges with stop losses and all your backs despite this insecurity with exchanges? Of course, the entries that I have right now executed, a lot of these coins are on the exchanges, whereas some other coins are in cold storage. So, right now we're nowhere near in the phase of the cycle where we need to be setting stop losses. We're going to get to that once we're in a part of the cycle where we have pumped enough, and now we have to have trailing stop losses where we keep moving them up just to make sure that if some coins crash hard, we get out in great profits either way. Stephen Cowley, hi from Ireland, Rob. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. How many coins do you have in your portfolio? Do you swap them around, and what percentage of them do you usually see profits from during bull cycles? So right now I do have a lot of coins, my friend. I have like roughly 12 coins in my main portfolio, which comprises more than 90% of my main play. It's called the Millionaire Spreadsheet. And then I have a much smaller part of my portfolio, which is less than 10%, and other 23 high-risk, high-reward coins. And I throw tiny amounts of money at these coins, what I consider to be tiny amounts of money at these coins. And there's the answer. I do heavy research about that, about the coins that I buy. And when it's time to take profits in the bullish phase of the cycle, to answer your question, I sell everything. So I start laddering out on the way up. I start selling systematically here and there. If I see that something is looking toppy or weird, I set a stop loss even earlier than it was supposed to happen, and I get out. And then even, for example, let's say when the market has stopped and we're already in a bear market, but we're not sure that we are, right? I still set a stop loss. So for example, a great example of that would be when this cycle already started, right? We still didn't have confirmation that we're in a bear market, although I thought that we are, but we needed evidence, technical evidence, right? For me, that was if Bitcoin lost its lower high. Whenever Bitcoin historically lost its lower high, that was the beginning of a bear market. And it happened when it lost 48K. And so I was observing, and at 43K, that's it, I got out. I sold all 7 of my coins that delivered, except 2 coins, which did not deliver. That is one thing that I have adjusted and learned. As I keep saying, with every cycle, our strategies evolve and become better, because we, with time, become better as investors. So the new thing in this cycle is that once I believe that Bitcoin has stopped, and a lot of alts have pumped like crazy, anywhere from 1,000 to 20,000 or more percent. Irrelevant of whether or not the coin has delivered as much as I think it has delivered, I sell everything and I get out with everything. I ignore further pumps, no matter how hard the market keeps pumping, and I get out and I wait huge crashes, which come every single time, and which people doubt. The majority always doubts that they're going to come every single time. For some reason, near the top, people always start believing in utility narratives and use cases and institutional adoption, and every single time it's the reason why people say that we're not going to dump, and we dump every single time. And then once we dump hard, a Bitcoin is done roughly 80% to 90%, or maybe even more, people start saying that this is the end of crypto, and we're basically dead and never pumping again. And that's exactly when you should be dollar cost averaging and diversifying. And people are predicting the end of the world, basically. So, Iggenborg, thanks for being so honest. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. W. Taylor, good morning, my friend. Sancrapto McCullough, thank you, my friend. Huddle X Pro, hi, handsome. Hello, my friend. Zizar, hello, sir. I just joined. I will watch the reply. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh man, those call to prayer chants are so cool. I miss hearing them live when I was there. It's so peaceful. Yeah, they do it with every prayer, and it's beautiful. The guy's voice is beautiful, truly beautiful. To everyone praying, respect, guys. I really respect all religions and religious people altogether. So respect. Zero, people hit the like button. Yes, my friend. Once again, thank you for the umpteenth time for reminding. Please do kindly hit the like button. Thank you so much. Serious question: why give away million dollar knowledge for $5? To answer that question is because when I was launching my course, right, I waited for the bear market to begin to launch it, and I wanted to show for the second cycle everything that I did was for free, right? So you can find it. I keep retweeting on Twitter. I was doing everything for free, and then I started with my course, which was $100 basically, and people were telling me that it's too expensive. They can't afford it. Can you put something together that teaches the whole strategy, where I just pay a tiny sum once, and there you go. That's how I came up with the Millionaire Spreadsheet. The whole point of the Millionaire Spreadsheet is to make sure that it can be afforded by anybody, anywhere, right? Any country, to make sure that every single person can buy it and execute the strategy that has changed my life. That's the whole point. And I thought that $5 is definitely something that anybody can afford, borrow, I don't know, set aside, no matter which country you're from, third world country or whatever, right? So yeah, I hope that answers the question. For someone that has 98% in one coin, XRP, should I diversify after I sell after it pumps big, or should I diversify now? Zero ZERP, no, definitely. Well, first of all, my friend, to answer that question, you should have been diversifying earlier, right? When we were closer to $15,000 Bitcoin, which is why I keep saying that I will not be adding to my main coins unless we see new lows. But if some altcoins are still down roughly 85 to 99%, and you believe in these coins, definitely diversify now, before we pump harder in the coming years. But once again, my friend, you should have been diversifying earlier, not at this point. JM, hey Rob, I'm a new listener and I really enjoy your realistic views. What is your realistic price target to take profits in the next bull run on XRP, QNT, H-bar? Your views, much appreciated. JM, thank you. I really appreciate the kind word, my friend. That information in regards to all those coins is on Patreon. If you want to join and know what I think, all the updates and everything will be there. Every single time I buy a coin, people know about it minutes after. Every single time I sell a coin, people know about it like minutes after. Every single time I deem some kind of market analysis proper and it's warranted, I do a market analysis, I do a market update. And those coins that you mentioned, all of those coins are being tracked by me. So in regards to what I'm doing with these coins in this cycle, if you're interested, it's all on Patreon. Draco Magnus, never put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, absolutely. Never. Although kind of investing heavily in crypto is putting all your eggs in one basket. If we're talking about true diversification here, you should be probably, diversified into precious metals and real estate and all that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, in terms of any kind of diversification is good. Because we really don't know what the main driving narrative is going to be in this cycle. Before it was utility, a lot of utility coins were exploding. After that, it was a lot of meme coins and NFTs, and we really don't know what it's going to be this cycle. A lot of people believe it's going to be gaming and AI. Maybe they're right, maybe they're not. We'll see. So that's why you have to diversify into different narratives, into AI, into gaming, into DeFi, smart contracts. I mean, you name it, basically. GeoZerp, thank you, Nessie. You are genuine in your answers. Much appreciated. Yeah, my friend, you have to be honest. You have to be honest. And if you just if you just say things to appease people, in the end, you end up looking like a fool, right? You end up being wrong. So sometimes even if it's a bittersweet truth, and it's hard to say, you have to say it because it is what it is. Francisco Freitas, good morning. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and keeping it real. Bags packed and patiently waiting for 2025. Good morning, my friend Francisco. And yeah, absolutely. I like your mindset. One thing that we have to be aware of, my friends, is that very important for the high lows to hold. So far, there is no technical evidence, TA evidence, to support that 4-year cycles are not working. So far, the bottom came in time frame wise and percentage wise roughly where it has always come in, and as long as basically 15K holds, 4-year cycles are intact. If we do lose 15K, which is why I keep reiterating this, because a lot of people have to also be open to this theory, right? Have to be open, their mind has to be ready for this, not to get scared. If we do lose 15K, the market cycles are lengthening, and they're going to be lengthening significantly. And this is something that we're going to be discussing at Patreon if we ever get there, right? If it ever happens. If that doesn't happen, like I said, our bags are packed and everything is fine. But it's something you have to be prepared for. So there's a reason why in my Millionaire Spreadsheet targets, if you have the Millionaire Spreadsheet, you know that we have significantly lower targets for the coins on the spreadsheet, right? So I will not be surprised by anything. I've been in crypto for too long to be surprised by anything. Historically, Bitcoin has also crashed roughly 94%, maybe even more. I don't remember from the top of my head. But so why would it not happen again? It can absolutely happen again and completely scare everyone to death, even the most hardcore OGs. You know what my targets are. So you have to be prepared, which is why I keep saying, if you've been following the plan, you should have dollar cost averaged and diversified by now. You should be in profit by now. So everything is wonderful. If you haven't been following the plan, and which is not something you should have been doing, you should have been following the plan, my friends. That means that now you're starting to force entries, and that already means that you're putting yourself in a losing position. Because let's say the market does eventually crash and lose $15,000. I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying let's say for the sake of the argument, right? That means that your current positions are going to be in heavy losses. But if you're being patient and you packed your bags closer to the $15,000 Bitcoin, yes, you'll be in losses, but the loss will be much smaller, because instead of having lost money when you're buying right now, you will be adding upon new lows and bringing down your average, meaning that with every single bounce, your portfolio will be more or less in profit until we transition into the bullish phase of the cycle, and then it will be in major profit. So I didn't come up with these rules just from the top of my head for no reason, my friends. I came up with them because I've been in speculative markets for a long time. It's my third crypto cycle. I see what has worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, and that's why it's so important to stick to the plan and stick to the rules. The moment you start deviating from the rules, the moment you start deviating from the plan, right, that's when everything goes to hell, right? That's when something is going to go wrong for sure, I guarantee you that. Stephen Callan, thank you for taking your time to answer my question, Rob. Lost learned in only 5 minutes. I'll be buying your Millionaire spreadsheet and joining your Patreon. Thank you, Stephen Callan. You're very welcome. Thank you for your question. Yeah, thank you. Citizen 4, my child XRP is not going back to $3, right? Let's be honest. I mean, my friend, we cannot, I can't straightforward answer that question, right? Like, once again, then I'm kind of like screwing my students over. To answer, okay, just short to your question, it can. Many coins have done that before. It just really depends on what happens with the lawsuit. But either way, all I can say is that I'll be taking profits beforehand, and I'll be taking profits after that, and I'll have a stop loss in case it doesn't deliver again. Because who knows, maybe in this cycle is the cycle when XRP outperforms a lot of coins and pumps much more than other coins, right? We'll never know, which is why if you feel very emotionally attached to XRP, that probably means that you're heavily invested in XRP. That means you're not diversified well enough. So that's a problem, my friend. You should be diversified into other coins also, so that you're not emotionally attached to any coins. So in the bullish phase, it's much easier for you to sell the coin and not believe in the use case narratives and all the fundamental BS, which builds the emotional attachment and makes you hold these bags throughout these major crashes. The more you diversify, the more you see, the more it's easier for you to see what every single coin out there is. No wonder how wonderful the fundamentals and utility narrative is. It's a pump and dump. Take away every single fundamental aspect of any coin, any wonderful team members of any coin. Just open a chart and look at the chart of any coin out there. Every single coin is a pump and dump. It just depends on, the only difference is that some coins pump much harder, some coins pump much less. And that's why we diversify, because we want to catch huge ROI and huge percentage pumps. Citizen 4, thank you for your input. Thank you for joining, my friend, and thank you for the compliment. Gimbanito, hi Rob. Hello, my friend, how are you? Ingborg, sometimes it's not possible to follow your plan as you still hold bags from the 2021 cycle. So hopefully there will be a new all-time high to get out this time. Ingborg, yeah, I see what you mean, my friend. But you still, like, you know, the perfect sum, which I believe is for the Millionaire spreadsheet. You can of course start with smaller sums, but the perfect sum is roughly $10,000, right? Reason being, once again, why? Because I started in this market with $12,800, right? I was able to go a long way in 2 cycles, right? So if I can do it with roughly 10K, I believe anybody can do it and replicate the process more or less. It doesn't need to be exactly the same. Again, perfection is life. With rough estimates, anybody can do it. I'm not such a bright fellow, trust me, I'm not some genius. I'm a very, very, very usual person who's just good at what he does in crypto, right? That's it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it, right? I'm pretty sure that if a teenager wanted to replicate this, a teenager would be able to replicate this. Gabanito, thank you, my friend. Hope all was well with you too. Yes, Draco Magnus, well said, my friend. Definitely, can't wait for a get-together. Nabil, wow, finally I managed to catch your live stream. Welcome, my friend. I'm very glad that you were able to join. Thank you for joining. Rob Art, when moon? What is moon for you, my friend? What do you consider moon? Are you talking about new all-time highs? Not soon, my friend. You're going to have to wait quite a while. We're only roughly 1/3 of the way into the cycle, and that's once again as long as 50K holds. If it doesn't hold, the cycles are lengthening. But let's say 4-year cycles are intact, still not soon, my friend. You'll probably have to wait roughly 700 days. I don't remember from the top of my head, but you're going to have to wait a while, my friend, for the truly bullish phase when everything is going parabolic and pumping the last 200 to 300 days of the cycle, where we just go insane and parabolic and the coins just keep pumping one after another like crazy, and the coins are up like anywhere from 20 to 200% every single day. Some coins are going to be up like 2,000% in a day. For that phase, it's going to take a while. It's going to take, well, roughly about 2 years for that phase to come in. Can we see some bullish pumps and then retraces and shop? Meanwhile, yes, of course. It really depends on what kind of market cycle we have this time. Will it be like the 2014 market cycle, or will it be like the 2018 market cycle? I would much rather prefer for it to be like the 2014 market cycle, which basically means that we're going to be slowly, gradually climbing with retraces and corrections along the way. Because what would happen in the 2018 cycle was when Bitcoin and other alts pumped very hard, and then we had another huge crash. Bitcoin alone crashed like 70%, while alts crashed like 90%. In fact, Bitcoin crashed so hard that it nearly took out its low during the COVID crash, and then we resumed the pumps and kept pumping. So I would rather not see that kind of volatility. I do not like that. I prefer gradual growth, but either way, for me, it doesn't matter as long as, the percentage-wise, macro-wise, and time frame-wise, and setup-wise, in terms of structure, everything kind of remains more or less the same. On a macro scale, to me, it doesn't matter as long as it's kind of the same, because every single cycle is kind of the same, but also different. There's a little surprise everywhere here and there. So, I've been here for 2 market cycles. This is my 3rd, and in both cycles, something I did not expect to happen happened. So I'm pretty sure that the 3rd time will not be an exception either. I was on your Patreon before. We chatted over Twitter DMs. I'm glad, my friend. Thank you very much for joining. And if you ever want to catch up, catch me here on lives. Thank you for joining. 179 Kevin. Thanks, Rob. You're the best. Glad to see you live again. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that compliment. But I'm not the best. There are people who are much better than me. But I appreciate the kind of word. Thank you. Very humbling. Nabil, I was following you since 2018. It was my biggest mistake that it didn't sell much in 2021. Hope I won't repeat this mistake again. My friend, you won't. You will not repeat this mistake as long as you learn from your mistake. The main thing about mistakes is to correct them. And as long as you've been diversifying and dollar cost averaging in the macro accumulation phase, and as long as you're patient, everything will be fine. Just when it's time to sell, and I guess you see people like me and others who have been delivering throughout the last cycles, saying stuff like they're selling and they were getting weary and we're starting to set stop losses. I would highly recommend that you start selling heavily and start setting stop losses for all of your bags, because these experienced people are not just talking out of their butts. They're saying these things because they're trying to make money and doing everything they can to make money and preserve their capital. Nabil, I'm a resident, my friend. I'm a resident. I have the Emirates ID. That's what you're asking, my friend. So that's that. It's been quite a long live, my friends, 35 minutes. Once again, I really appreciate your time. While you're here, please kindly put a like so more people can see the video. Remember, stay patient. Don't do anything irrational, emotional. Let the market play out. If you want to join my Patreon, the link to my private group will be down in the comment section in a few minutes. Once the video stops buffering, I'll post it in the comments. Have an amazing day. Sending positive vibes, my friends. Do something that you like. Life is too short, to just sit there and do nothing. Do something that you enjoy every single day. Love you, my friends. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.